Welcome to Royal Exclusive News. Today's top story. Prince Andrew and the York sisters have made a public appearance that's drawing fresh attention. In this video, we examine the latest reports, the public reaction, and why this royal moment is making headlines.
Because if they're taking advice to this level from him, it would indicate that they have a closer relationship still to this day than what we'd previously been told. Is that your understanding?
Well, I think to be fair, I think the relationship is much closer with Beatrice. And we saw Beatrice, of course, going down and taking the kid on the pony ride, you know, before the full defenestration happened. Eugenie lives in Portugal. She's done a lot more prior to this to separate herself from the family. Eugenie, I get these senses much more wants to project herself as, like, you know, pregnant Earth Mother, blah, 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 blah. That's much more her vibe. But Beatrice, you know, everybody's seeing her out and about, best foot forward, you know, boom, we're back. So it's the hot princess summer.
There's some noise around Beatrice's marriage and whether or not that she's gone a little cool on her husband. We don't have too much more on that, but it's one to watch. And I think that here we go, you know, all the wrong-uns of the royal family are coming back to the fore. I don't think there should be a place for Beatrice and Eugenie in a frontline royal setting. I think it's a really awkward thing, given what their parents have been up to.
Or if there is, Mark, maybe in like 3 years' time. Right, when everything's fine.
Things are still happening.
Exactly
we are still
right.
getting new reports.
And of course, the girls are guilty of no crime. I get it.
Yes, and also Andrew, it's important.
But this is the royal family.
Crucially as well, of course, Andrew has denied all allegations
Correct.
of wrongdoing against him, which we must say. But it's the scandal itself. It's reputationally, as you say, when the daughters step out, of course, that brings the whole story up every time and rehashes those headlines. As you say, it's potentially just leaving a bit of breathing space. But speaking of Andrew again specifically, it was such an extraordinary moment last year when the King released that statement, stripping him of his title.
Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Royal Exclusive News. Your support helps us bring you the latest royal news and exclusive updates.
And honours and saying he was going to leave Royal Lodge. But, Tom, you've reported that it's been reported that Andrew's still insisting that his staff address him by his royal titles, despite all of that, because he is technically still the Duke of York. Mark, even though he can't use this publicly, does it need to be legally abolished to just draw that line in the sand?
Yes, I think so. I would like to see that final lever pulled, but it won't change Andrew's mentality, which is he feels that he's born to this, it's his birthright. Allegations, as we've heard, that, you know, he's still insists on being called HRH, all the rest of it. So the guy is consumed with hubris. That's actually at the heart of all of his problems. So you can do what you like with the law. He's still going to be deluded.
And we only get little nuggets of information and reports from Andrew's quite isolated new life in Sandringham. Tom, what did this story tell you about his current state of mind?
I think that it's the defiance, isn't it? And it's the entitlement, and it's the kind of, you know, we saw this awful picture of him with this bruise down one side of his cheek. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know how many black eyes you've had in the last 4 years, but I've had zero.
I've had zero.
Andrew's
just on the record.
There's a few people, there's a few contenders for that black eye.
Right.
So, yes, as I say, we got that picture and then you do get these little bits of information like him, you know, reportedly asking staff to call him by these titles. And it paints a picture of, well, a man that maybe is a little bit out of touch with reality, of his own reality at the moment.
I think absolutely. I mean, I think the reality is with Andrew, the situation is basically we're all in a holding pattern. We've got to wait until the police either charge him or do what I suspect they will do.
What are your thoughts on Prince Andrew's latest appearance with the York sisters? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest royal news.